Good morning. Good morning. Well, it's almost afternoon. Happy Sunday morning, everybody. I'm easy like Sunday morning. I made my coffee before I started because I don't want that sister to get mad at me again. She told me to stop doing that. She said stop talking when I'm stirring coffee and shit because I have a nice voice, so I don't want to make that sis mad. So I heard you, sis. Anyway, but I'm coming this morning slash almost afternoon. And just to tell y'all the recap, because it has been a week. But fortunately, I was off this weekend. No requests. Can y'all believe that shit? She gave me Saturday and Sunday off. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. Okay. I'm totally shocked. But I miss my old job to where we had weekends off, weekends and holiday. We had a set schedule. Everybody was on the same bat time, same bat channel. That's what I want to go back to. I'm speaking it out into existence, Lord, Father. I am speaking it out into existence. So that was neither here nor there. But yeah, so I'm going to go work out today. I'm gonna go to the track. It's where I'm in Michigan, so it's like it's a beautiful day. It's not a cloud in the sky. It's sunny. It's beautiful out here today. It's finally beautiful. Yesterday was a beautiful day as well. It was a nice breeze. We had barbecue. Well, I had barbecue because I had gotten some stuff Friday. I had shot before I left work because I love steaks and shish kebabs. So I brought some shish kebabs and some steaks I want to throw on the grill. Of course, I threw on some hot sausages. It's just he and I this weekend. No grandkids, no none of that. But anyway, so yeah. So I ended up barbecuing yesterday. So today felt good to sleep in. Because I have been damn near late this week because I had just been so out of it, and staying up late or just sleep pattern just threw all off. But finally, yeah. So anyway, I guess it has been a week. I have been going on about these DHS workers for like the past 2 weeks, so probably pretty much this past month. But I do want my message to get out there because these DHS workers, they really do need to be rechecked. Now, this gentleman that I spoke with, just to recap, he got me together. I am finally back online with my insurance. Thank you, Jesus. Because y'all know I have been ranting, but that was the rants that I didn't put online. Y'all see that tan? See that tan? That's what my crazy you know what went out. Y'all see that tan? Yeah. My crazy you know what had went out when we started we had a heat wave about a week ago. The beginning of the heat wave, I decided, let me go to the track. I would never do that shit again. But yeah. And I straight up got a straight up tan from being out there. But anyway, I'm going out there today, but we're not in a heat wave anymore. We're back in the 80s and that's beautiful. So it's actually 80 now. And it's supposed to be like, I think 80, I don't know what it's supposed to be today. It might be supposed to be 80, or maybe supposed to be like 80 in the lower 80s, which is fine, which is beautiful. Totally not complaining, but now that heat wave is over with, I'm glad of that because it was ridiculous. And it was humid. That's the part. It was just very, very humid. When it's no breeze and it's humid and we in a 90 plus, almost 100 degrees, it was miserable out here. Absolutely miserable. They even telling you to bring your pets in. That's how hot it was. So yeah, it was something serious. But anyway, getting back on track with these DHS workers. Now, it was such a coincidence, and I know God had his hand in this one, because the last, I don't know, 3 times that I've called, I was actually able to, let me back up. The last 2 times that I called, I ended up getting the same worker. And I said, this wasn't nothing but God. And he was like, what is going on? Now, he knew me at this point. He said, well, what is going on now? And I said, hey, I called, Medicaid. They were saying ABC. I still have this unknown insurance that don't cover shit. He said, I promise you, I put it in. He said, I promise you, I upgraded you, I put you back where you was. You should have full coverage again. I promise you. I said, no, sir, I believe you, but I'm still getting these letters in the mail saying I still had the same old insurance before that don't covers anything, by the way, and with limited coverage shit, blah blah blah. He was like, no, let me double check. He was like, I promise you, I did. He's like, and I know you frustrated. He's like, and I don't blame you because I would be frustrated too. And he's double checking everything. He was like, I double checked everything. He said, yep. He said, you're what you had before, full coverage, blah blah blah. He was like, yeah. He was like, give it a day. Try to call them back, in the morning and see if the system updated. He was like, I said, no, sir, I believe you. I know, I really do believe you did. Because he was like, what's going on now? It wasn't nothing but guys. I ended up talking to that same person. And the coincidence was because when I spoke with the Medicaid people, when the shit wasn't updated at the time, she was like, well, maybe you can get the same agent you spoke with. And I said, well, I doubt that because different people take the calls. But the next morning, I called and it was the same exact person. I remembered his voice because he had kind of an accent a little bit, not like a heavy accent. He sounded maybe like a little bit country, just a smidget. And but I can just tell it was him, and he knew it was me when I gave him my case number. So yeah, he was just like, oh my goodness, what's going on? So yeah, so bringing up to speed, I'm good now. I'm good. So he was like, I promise you, I did what I was supposed to do. I said, that's cool. So the next day, finally, I called them and Medicaid back, and she said, oh yeah, she said, yep, she said it did update. You are back to full coverage. And, so I had to basically kind of reapply to my PCP, and that's primary care physician. So I had to give them all that information again, blah, blah, blah. So that was fine. So now I'm back online, y'all. And I'm thankful because this shit was ridiculous. And I still feel strongly about what I was saying about those workers. The workers that I talked to, whether I got results or didn't get results, no. Especially the ones that I was telling y'all about, nah. I still want to comfort them. Absolutely fucking not. You can't talk to people like that. You hide behind a phone, and there's probably a bulletproof glass if I go into the office. But I'm not violent like that. I don't do anything like that. I'm not gonna be on here like y'all finna see on causing a scene and all that. I'm not doing any of that shit. I'm too bougie for that. No. But don't get it twisted. I will cuss your ass out. So don't get it twisted. So anyway, but yeah, I still want my message to get out there about them DHS workers. And the man did mention to me that they were hiring, which was so funny, by the way. He was like, we are hiring. He was like, I feel like, basically, he trying to coach me into sis, maybe you should apply. Because I want to make sure all my I's is dotted and my T's are crossed. So, yeah, and that's how I am anyway. Maybe it's the Virgo in me. I'm a September Virgo, and we different from the August Virgos. I'm just trying to put it out there and trying to be funny. But we the real Virgos, okay? We the real Virgos. You August Virgos, it's different from us September Virgos, okay? That's all I'm saying. Because me and my big cousin that lives in Atlanta, me and him is like this. And we hooked up recently, unfortunately, at a funeral. But we all been linking ever since. And that's what I want to be. I want to make sure I stay in touch with my peoples. We all have a group chat. We all stay in touch. And cool. So, and we seen each other since then. It just unfortunate we all linked back up at a funeral at the time. And we said we need to keep in touch. We need to all stay together. Blah, blah, blah. So that's another story. But he and I, it's so funny because it's like we just click instantly. And that's when I found out his birthday is like a few days before mine. I'm like, oh, this is why me and him click instantly. Because he's a September Virgo. And we just click instantly. Me and him and my other male cousin, even though he's not a Virgo, he just a clown. Me and him always laughing at shit. So that's why me and my other cousin click instantly too. Because me and him, we always laughing at the wrong shit. For real. We just have a bad laughing spirit, I guess. Sometimes. We be like, ooh, but that's how we link up. But anyway, so. But them workers, Real talk, them DHS workers in Michigan with they shit, they bullshit. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm not understanding if all these places is hiring, they need to, I just don't get it. And I get it. People are overworked and under fucking paid. I'm one of them. But y'all have, I want to say, y'all state of Michigan, y'all, so I'm thinking y'all have pretty decent jobs with benefits and all that shit. Y'all attitude should be much better. And that goes from unemployment people, y'all too, some unemployment people. Oh yeah, y'all are some other ones too. Y'all need to get y'all shit together too. So Jennifer Granholm, dear love, honey, you need to step foot. You need to start mingling with with the people, with the community more. Not just at election time. And your VP needs to do the same. And he's a brother, so he really should be reaching out to the people in the community. And it just don't make no sense. It don't make no sense, and I'm not trying to make it make sense. Let me walk with y'all into this living room. I need to sit down. I'm standing up on my feet. No. And I already said I'm about to go walking, so no. But, yeah, that shit needs to be nipped in the bud. My phone might interrupt because I do have something going on. I had to do something for H2B, so these places might text me or something, so it may or may not get interrupted. But I'm gonna sit at my desk for a second. But yeah, I am definitely going to go to the track today. I can always work out indoors with my stepper and all that fun stuff, but I was just like, nah, I like to get out and get some air and all of that. A part of me is saying no, because I can still do laundry. I got the clothes already sorted out. I'm going to come back and do laundry, come back, take a shower and do laundry. But in the meantime, I got to do me. I'm going to get out here and go to this track. So anyway, but yeah, so I just wanted to let y'all know I finally got it together. Well, no, they finally got me together. I've been, doing my part. And I think it's frustrating. Like it's more frustrating when you do when you do your part and what you're supposed to do, and then they don't do theirs, and then everything is crashing on you all at once. And then they're like, well, ma'am, basically, why you have an attitude? Why do you think I have an attitude? Because I've done my part and everything just sat dormant. Like nobody paid attention, nobody opened up my shit, nobody looked at it, none of that. They don't do shit until a person call. And then they say, oh, but the computer generates this, the computer generates that. And I get it. So is there anybody monitoring, stuff like that? So basically y'all only do shit when people call in. Other than that, the cases, it is what it is. Nobody take the time to work on anybody's cases as they come. They only do it as need basis, basically. So if you file a hearing or any of that stuff, it's just gonna sit there like mine did. Then when they start looking at shit like, oh, you file hearings, I did all of that, and all my shit still got cut off. I did that before time. Like I said, it's frustrating because you do what you're supposed to on your end, and they the fuck don't. And that's why I was so heated. And so like I was literally so stressed out last week. Well, this week because of that. It's Sunday now, but this week because of that. Like I was mentally drained from that shit. Mentally drained, and that's not right. That is not right. That's what I said. Like that, come on now. This governor, she gonna do something about Michigan and they shit, from this unemployment to these workers, to these unemployment workers that work there. They all need to be checked, retrained, and reevaluated on their performances, because obviously they don't give a rat's ass about being recorded the way I was spoke to. If I had my way, I told y'all if I had my way, they'd be suspended. They'd be suspended without pay for a couple of days if I had it my way, because the way I was spoke to and hung up on was very rude and very uncalled for real. And all this we working on your case just to send me the same shit that I'm fighting for not to have. So all this we working on your case, y'all didn't do shit. Even with the lady that I thought was a sister, I don't know if she was, she wasn't. But she sent me the same bullshit. All she did was send some shit out. She didn't take time to look at it and see. All she saw was, okay, approved for insurance, but she didn't say that it said limited coverage. She didn't say that. She didn't take the time to look at it. It said plan first, sound like a plan B or something, but plan first, which means they don't cover shit. So she didn't take the time out to do any of that to me. You know, she just probably looked and saw I said approve and sent the shit out. She didn't open it up to see what the coverage was for. So, no. You didn't do your job either, bitch. So, no. Now, moving on. So, I forgot to even mention in my last video that I got all my nails cut off. So these are my real nails. When I went and got my nails done, I had got them soaked off. And I decided, I said, you know what, my nails, they kind of grew out. It's going to be feeling weird having short nails, but I'm going to decide to grow my real nails back out. So these are all my real nails. Okay, so I just want to put that out there, and I forgot to even mention it in my last video because I was so heated. But yeah, so it feels weird having short nails. But I've gotten so many compliments on this nail polish. It's just chrome, but I've gotten so many compliments on it. But yeah, so these are my real nails. And I even had to get a couple of my real nails cut down because some of those long nails were my nails too. And I don't know if y'all remember, but I'm like my thumb and a couple of nails over here actually was those long nails. So I had to get them cut down to make it make sense. So anyway, that's that. And number 2, yesterday I finally got my hair did, y'all. So yeah, so as you can see, it is cut off. Yes, it is cut off. Yes, feels so good in the back. It's all gone now. So what I have up here is a topper. And shout out to them. Shout out to them because that's who I ordered it from. And I believe someone referred me to them. They was like, try this company. They have really good hair. It lasts long and they specialize in toppers. Which is a topper is just basically like a toupee, pretty much for the most part. It goes over the top of your head, and basically that's what it is, a fancy toupee. But it's called a topper. And they also have whole wigs as well. You know, we call them units and stuff. Half wigs, whole wigs, and all that kind of stuff. So shout out to them because that's where I ordered from. The hair is really nice. And it came with a cute little barrette. And it came with some lashes and a do-rag. So, yeah. I'll probably put a little bow in my hair because when I go walk, I'm going to push this back anyway because it'll like fall in my face and stuff. So I'll upload my video of my hair when I was sitting in the chair yesterday when I was freshly done. But it's this cute little barrette, so I'm just going to put it in my hair, like I said, anyway, because all this stuff, it falls in my face. You know, I have it wrapped around now, but it falls in my face, so I'm just going to put it back and put it up anyway when I go work out. So that's that. And for the most part, that's pretty much the bulk of it. I just wanted to chime in real quick, and like I said, I'm gonna upload my little video from me getting my hair done yesterday. You know, and other than that, that's it. It ain't been a week, so I do feel like I need to go relieve some stress. I've just been so stressed out about a lot of shit. I've been overwhelmed. Still staying prayerful, but you know, when your accounts is in the red and you got shit you really trying to do, it's hard to pull a rabbit out of a hat when you don't have a hat. That makes sense. So it is what it is. I'm just gonna really start focusing on looking for me another job at this point. And I need to get some things together because it's gonna be July. And I have things I need to really, really do so I can bring shit to the forefront. So, that's pretty much it, y'all. That's pretty much the bulk of it today. That's just my 2 cents for today. You all have a blessed and prosperous Sunday and have a blessed and prosperous new week. It's going to be July 1st this week, the 4th of July. Oh, boom. So, let me just put this out here too. So, this will be my last year popping off on the 4th. I love 4th of July. It's always been one of my many favorite holidays. But moving forward, and I told my son that too, is we gonna pop off on the 4th. I took off on the 4th. We gonna pop off our fireworks. I love fireworks. I'm gonna always love fireworks. That's just me. I love fireworks and Halloween. That's gonna always be me. But moving forward, if the Lord say the same, next year, Juneteenth, we popping off. So I'm requesting wherever space I'm in next year. Hopefully I won't be working no goddamn money. But if I am, then I'm making sure I'm requesting Juneteenth off. So moving forward, I told my son that, because we going in on some fireworks this year, whatever. I said, moving forward, we're going to pop off on Juneteenth. We're not celebrating on the 4th anymore. It is what it is. That's supposed to be our holiday. It's not considered a holiday now. And I really feel like it needs to be a paid holiday as well. So I'm glad that some people and some companies are respecting the holiday and paying homage to those businesses that were closed. So I pay homage to y'all for that. But it was a lot of mixed shit going on as well. So like I said, moving forward, I'm still gonna wear our patriotic shit for Juneteenth. And I still love my flag shit. I still dress up on Memorial Day and all that. Labor Day, I probably still wear flag shit or whatever. But, I still wear my flag shit. But if I was still probably working at the firework place, yeah, I'd be flagged out. But other than that, So this will be our last year popping off on the 4th. Next year, if the Lord say the same for all of us, we going to pop off on Juneteenth. So with that being said, that's just my 2 cents. And you all have a blessed and prosperous week. Peace.